What would you do if the zombie apocalypse began right now? Not tomorrow, not in some distant future, but at this very moment? You might think you're prepared, that you've got it all figured out. But let me tell you something. In the face of true horror, all those plans might just crumble like sand through your fingers. Meet Sarah Chen, 32, emergency room nurse and single mother. She thought today would be like any other day. Wake up, get her daughter ready for school, head to work. But as the first rays of sunlight peek through her curtains, Sarah's world is about to be turned upside down. The shrill ring of her phone cuts through the silence. Sarah groans, reaching for it blindly. "Hello," she mumbles, still half asleep. "Sarah, thank God you picked up." It's Jake, her younger brother. His voice is filled with panic. "Turn on the TV now." Confused and alarmed, Sarah fumbles for the remote. The screen flickers to life, and what she sees makes her blood run cold. Reports of violent attacks across the city. Victims appear to be in a state of heightened aggression, attacking and eating other people. I repeat, stay in your homes, lock your doors. Sarah's mind reels. This can't be happening. It's like something out of those horror movies Jake always watches. But the fear in the anchor's eyes, the tremor in his voice, this is all too real. "Jake, where are you?" Sarah asks, her heart pounding. "I'm at the dorm, but Sarah, it's bad out here. People are losing their minds. I saw my roommate bite someone and he just kept going. What do I do?" Sarah's nurse instincts kick in. "Stay put. Barricade the door. I'm coming to get you." As she hangs up, a realization hits her like a punch to the gut. Lily, her daughter, she's at a sleepover across town. With shaking hands, Sarah starts packing. First aid kit, water bottles, some energy bars. Her mind races. How far has this spread? How long do they have? A scream from outside makes her jump. Sarah rushes to the window, peering out cautiously. Sarah's breath catches in her throat. The pursuer tackles her neighbor, and even from this distance she can see the spray of blood. She stumbles back from the window, bile rising in her throat. "Focus, Sarah. You need to move." She grabs her car keys, then hesitates. The streets might be blocked. On foot, she'd be more maneuverable. But it's so far. Another scream, closer this time. Sarah makes her decision. She shoulders her backpack, grabs a kitchen knife, and heads for the back door. The plan forms in her mind. Get to Jake. Then together, they'll rescue Lily. Simple. Except for the flesh-eating monsters roaming the streets. As Sarah reaches her back fence, a low growl freezes her in her tracks. Slowly, she turns. Time seems to stand still as they lock eyes. Then, with a guttural roar, he charges. Sarah's training kicks in. She dodges, her neighbor's grasping hands missing her by inches. Without thinking, she plunges the kitchen knife into his neck. Hot blood sprays her face as her neighbor, this thing that used to be her neighbor, collapses. Sarah stares at her shaking, blood-covered hands. What has she done? What has the world become? But there's no time for shock. More growls echo in the distance. Sarah wipes her hands on her jeans, takes a deep breath, and vaults over the fence. As she navigates through unfamiliar yards, Sarah's mind races. How did this happen? Why didn't anyone see it coming? And more importantly, how long before the entire city falls? She reaches a main street and her heart sinks. Cars abandoned at odd angles, some still running. Bodies, she refuses to check if they're dead or undead, litter the ground. For a moment, despair threatens to overwhelm her. But then she thinks of Jake, alone and scared. Of Lily, probably oblivious to the danger. She has to keep going. She has to survive. Sarah takes a deep breath, steeling herself for what's to come. With determination in her eyes, she steps out onto the chaos-filled street. Will Sarah reach Jake in time? Can she save Lily? And what dark secrets lie behind this sudden apocalypse? The fight for survival has only just begun. Brace yourself for Zombie Apocalypse: The Desperate Journey, coming next week. Like, share, and subscribe now. And remember, in this new world, hesitation means death.